YouTuber tracks. Welcome to vlog number 9, I think we're up to. Actually, today's vlog could rightly be called vlog 9.8. Because this is the 8th or 9th time I've tried to make this bloody vlog for you. Yeah, sorry it's been so long. But real life, GoPro problems, that's a real life thing I suppose, all conspired against me. Okay, so what have I been up to for the last month and a bit, I suppose? Well, you know how I had to see that doctor from Veterans Affairs and he said that I had my hips were a bit dodgy? Well, I went and saw a neurosurgeon, got an MRI done, and it turns out I need an arthroscopy on one hip and a total hip replacement on my left hip. Yay! But hey, I know I'm not as bad off as a lot of other people. But at least there's one thing now, all those pricks that said to me over the years, well, there's nothing wrong with you, the pain's all in your head. Well, jam it up your ass. I also turned 40 about 2 weeks ago. The wife put a surprise party on for me. Got up with 60 people turning up. That was freaking awesome. I found out about it the morning of. And the reason why I found out about it was because she couldn't organise the spit and everything else all by herself. Well, she couldn't pick it up and everything. This morning we're on a ride with one of the meetup groups. Sorry, not meetup group, Facebook group, Queensland Riders. So we're heading down to the BP at Yatla to meet up with the rest of the guys that are riding. I don't know how many there are actually. Also had quite a few other doctor referrals and that sort of stuff. I've got another appointment in, well, a first appointment in January with a fat doctor. So I can see about getting the bloody gastric banding done. I picked my ridge back up the other day. He's nearly 50 kilos. Well, he would be 50 kilos actually. I weighed him on the scales, he was 48. That was about halfway through October. So he's probably, the fact that he's still a puppy, he's probably 50 kilos now. And it's funny because when I picked him up, it's like, shit, I want to lose my dog in weight. So it's going to be interesting. I'm not expecting instant results, but from all the research I've done on it, hopefully, give it about 2-3 years, I'll lose about 50-60 kilos, and you stay right the hell there, lady. Another rider that I subscribed to, it's Mike Rider ZX14R, I'm pretty sure it is. He rides very similar to how I do. He's in Scotland, and I've got to admit, I thought the frickin' roads in Queensland was shite. You should see some of the bloody so-called A roads in Scotland. They are absolutely ridiculously shite. So jump over to his channel and have a gander, give him a like and a subscribe. As I said, he puts out some really good content on his videos. really need to give this bike a clean. I actually think I've only ridden about 3 times in the last 6 weeks. It's been absolutely shit. You arrogant ass pot. Wave at the guy, don't even get a nod back. Fuck him. One thing I'm going to be doing too, guys, is I've got to start up a Facebook page. Right, the same name, Riding with Rex. Give me a day or so and I'll have it up and running. Basically just a way that I can keep in contact with you guys a bit quicker, especially if I've had lapses like this last couple of weeks where I actually haven't had time, or actually the GoPro's been playing shitbag games, that sort of thing. But on my other channel that I've got, because of course I've got more than one hobby, it's with my Land Cruiser, and funnily enough it's called Cruising with Rex, and that's just some videos I've taken when I've been out forward driving with my club and that sort of thing. So if you want to check it out, have a look. haven't ridden a sports bike for a while, where your neck starts cramping up because you've got it in that riding position. I just realised something too, something I haven't done for you guys on this thing, is I haven't given you guys a walk around. Considering that I've had this thing for just over 6 months now, I suppose I better do that and give you a 6-month review of the bike as well. Where to start? I suppose better start with the obvious. The 2016 ZX14R with ABS. Mods that I've done to it or had done to it. The set of carbon teeth Yoshis, which I got basically the day I picked it up. Blacked out front screen, set of 1.5-inch bar risers. You've got no idea how much of a difference they make to the bike actually. Before I put the bar risers on, I was getting a massive knot in between my shoulder blades. Put the bar risers on, instantly it goes away. What else have I done? I've got some traction pads on the tank. And one of my best mates at my 40th the other day, at his birthday card to me, he said that he'll put $100 in my bank account and I can do a mod to the bike. So I'm going to get a rear seat cover, get a rear fairing for it. I reckon that'll make the bike look freaking awesome. Well, even better than it does now. I haven't done any performance mods. No flashes, no quick shifter, any of that sort of stuff. But I reckon the blacked out screen's worth at least 5 horsepower. Traction pads give me at least 2. So hey, I'm up on standard anyway. I'm considering putting a quick shifter on it. But let's be realistic, I don't ride it anywhere near at the levels to justify a quick shifter. But hell, it'd be fun to have one. Oops. Better slow down through here. The fuzz are always rolling through this area. and I don't have that many points left on my license. Actually, I've got fuck all points left on my license. The only thing on this bike that I've decided after what 7,730 kilometers that I put on it is I don't like the fact that it doesn't have cruise control. Not even a throttle lock. That's one thing I find that Kawasaki have really let themselves, probably even the market down in. They've got these incredible bikes and yeah, there's no option for cruise control. I like riding long distances, and when I say long distance, I'm talking from here where I live in Brisbane down to Sydney and those sort of places. That's over 1,000 k's. I'm not happy to do that in a day, sometimes two. I did it twice on my old Versys. The lack of either a throttle lock and or a cruise control as standard, I think really lets these bikes down. Would I recommend this bike for a learner? Hell no. One of my best mates, actually the same one that said that he'd give us a hunchie for the bike, he got on, I let him have a ride of this thing a couple of months ago. A month ago? Something or whatever it was. And he's a fairly experienced motorbike rider, he's been riding for years, he's ridden track, all that sort of stuff. He got on it, his first thing to me when I got the bike back half an hour later was, how the fuck have you kept your license? He said the speed and power of this thing's insane and he loved it. So I'd actually recommend to people that were looking at one of these things, get a year or two's experience on a smaller bike before you jump onto this. Because I can go from 0 to full throttle in quarter of a turn. Half a turn, something like that anyway. And the power comes on, and it comes on absolutely incredibly quick. Actually, one thing I can't wait, every time I've ridden this bike, I've always been in pain in my hip and that sort of stuff. It's a lot better than what it was when I had my Harley and my Versys, but there was still always that dull pain. There was always that pain in my leg, and there still is even now. What I'm really looking forward to is riding this thing after I've had the hip replacement. The things I love about this bike are insane. The list is as long as your arm. The power, obviously, it's got the same amount of power as the engine in my wife's car. So what does that tell you? At the moment, it's just idling along. I'm doing 110, 6 gear, and it's at about 3,800 RPM. The engine isn't even trying. It's comfortable. The seat's made for long distance. Although I'm possibly going to change the seat to one of the genuine seat out of what you guys in America call the concourse. In Australia, they're the GTR14R, which is basically the tourer version of these. The seat on the Connies is awesome. Oops, I need that exit. Alright guys, I'm going to shut it down here. You know the routine. If you like it, click the thumbs up button, smash the subscribe button. Positive comments, criticisms will always be listened to. Negative and or shitty comments will be fed to the God of Fire. Ride safe guys. Keep the rubber end down, the plastic side up. And I'll talk to you all later on. Thanks for watching. See ya.